Good evening and happy Sabbath, everybody. Welcome to SDA Sermons with Joel Yang. Welcome to the seminar. This is an online seminar. That's why you're not in the church listening to my sermon. Today, welcome to the online seminar. What a week for me. I did not really have a enjoyable week. I'm just joking. Part of the reason was because when you plant, you gotta put compost. And a rabbit got there and ate my compost. But I forgave the rabbit because he didn't know. Before we start our sermon, let's kneel, reverently, and say a word of prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. On earth as it is in heaven. Lord, forgive us our sins. Forgive our debtors. As we go through this 10-day seminar, please help us to understand health and what the diet you have planned for us. In Jesus' name, amen. I hope you watching online can hear me very well. I'm moving my other computer a bit closer. Or the reason when it's loud, actually the microphone does not really do that loud. And actually, I'm not sure if the microphone. I got some questions I gotta answer. So today's sermon is about the health message. I've already typed down the bulletin for my own, of course. I was already typed down the bulletin. It tells about what I'm going to preach for the 10 days. I had the bulletin this morning, but I'm good at listening stuff. Well, now I'm not going to look with that bulletin, but I knew I have. But I knew I have the bulletin around, so there's no big worry. So the health message is an important message that people living in this time should be knowing. Why is that? The health message now, people in the COVID-19 time, people are looking for a good tip on how to live healthily, how to avoid the COVID-19. Everybody is scared of the COVID-19. We are the most scared ones. Everybody's looking for a way to avoid the virus. They say wear a mask, keep 6 feet, do or that social distancing. Well, it's good to do that, but it also has something to do with your health. So what does the Bible say about food? Let's read Genesis. Let's open our Bibles. Let's go to the book of Genesis. We can hear some audio interruptions if you're not later. All right. So say we took a hand scanner into your mouth. Yeah, this is the more better audio. It's very hard to try and adjust it. It will not really work. Adjust it. All right, so let's read Genesis chapter 3. Let me look. Let's open our Bibles, let's go to the book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 29 through 30. What does it say? And God said, see, I have given you every herb that you see, which is on the face of all the earth, and every tree whose fruit yields seed. To you it shall be for food. Also to every beast of the earth, to every bird of the air, and to everything that creeps on the earth in which there is life, I have given every green herb for food. And it was so. So what was man's original diet? Later, as we go into the sermon, into the seminar, we will talk about our original diet. So, God has already planned for us a good, balanced diet. He has already planned out a good diet for everybody of us, for every single one of us. His diet is the best to follow. His diet says what? For every animal, he has given the green herb. For every human being, what does he give? Now we have to focus on human being because you're not an animal. So what does God say for every person? What is God's original design diet? What is it? If you know the answer, raise your right hand. God's original plant diet for every human being is a plant-based diet. Well, before sin, people did not eat vegetables, so I would call it a fruit and grain and nuts-based diet. So this diet is what we should be keeping today, but we still need to add now we should eat a plant-based diet. What is plant-based? Does plant-based include beef? Does plant-based include milk? No. That is what we call a plant-based diet. In the Bible, he says that when you look at Genesis chapter 29, he does not say, and to every animal it shall be for you for food. Well, if God said you can eat every animal, then I cannot tell you not to eat. But if you have a question, why? Then in the first place, why did God allow us to eat meat? Now, that is because at the flood, when it was the flood's time, after the flood, all the trees were damaged. So it took time for the apple tree, orange tree, and all the fruits and vegetables to grow. So God had to allow meat in the diet because that was the only food they could eat. There was not there. But after that, now, is the fruit and vegetable growing? Yes. If not, why would you be eating the apple or the orange? Yes, because they're fruit and vegetables, that's why you'd be eating the apple and orange. Well, this lavalier microphone, the audio might run off at any time, so I would have to use audioless. I always had a wireless handheld microphone because my loudspeaker is like 1 billion years old. It's very old, my loudspeaker. So probably doesn't support wireless, but it's quite a good microphone. Bought for $20, it's quite very good. It's not jump. It comes with battery, it comes with transmitter, and it comes with receiver. The transmitter and receiver are all exposed. So, God's original plant-based diet did not include meat. So, why are people getting all these diseases? Let's go to Leviticus 11. Wow, that sounds like somebody starting out the nearer, my God. It sounds like something like that. Oops. That sound indicates I'm too close to the loudspeaker. So I have to try to stand back as much as I can. to Leviticus 11. Leviticus 11 doesn't clean and clean meat. Exodus or Leviticus. Let's go to Leviticus 11. Let's go to Leviticus 11. Let's. We would like to ask you to open your Bibles. Let's go to the book of Leviticus chapter 11. Again, Leviticus chapter 11. Verse 19. Are you there yet? Leviticus chapter 11, verse 19. So let's go to the book, the Bible. Leviticus chapter 11, verse 19. So what does it say? And to, let's read. So this is telling why you should not eat. Leviticus 19 says, what is the way you should not eat? So this one is saying, these are the ones that you should not eat. The rock hyrax, the hare, the swine. Now let's go. See, and they say the falcon and every raven and the ostrich, the short ears. But 19 is the one that gives me the most wow. I shared it in Bible study before. I said, do you know how about coronavirus came, COVID-19? Let's read. The stork, the heron after its kind, the hoopoe, and the bat. Now, does eating the bat sound familiar? Well, I don't want to make you ashamed of eating the bat. Probably you didn't know, but God still loves you. So, the Bible says, do not eat the bat. See? People did not obey. See, if people did not obey, there is a what? There's consequences. But if you obey, there would be what result? Good results. So the best thing is to obey God because God knows everything. He knows the end, the alpha, and omega. All right, so let's go back to Genesis chapter 1. Genesis chapter 1, verse 29. See, and to so God has assigned us a fruit-based diet. And what was man's original diet before? Anyway. But what was man's original diet before the flood? It's my microphone. It's mine. I believe it. Audio went off. Just give me 1 second. I have to unplug. Now I'll probably use the handheld one. That's why I always have a couple of mics. I have a couple of mics to help me. Those who are watching on YouTube, sorry about that thing, because I have the lousiest lavalier microphone. Just kidding. Lavaliers are unreliable. But I try not to be offensive. There's a plug over there. Plug in there. No, I think I was for the handheld, but sometimes the handheld is keeping me in prison because I cannot walk far. The lavalier, I can move the everywhere. Or probably it's the company or something. I don't know. Oh, are you then you can unplug probably the camera. Alright. Yeah, that's alright. Better? 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 This is 4. Alright, like this. Alright, so I think I won't say this now. So let's go back. Say a plant-based diet. Why did God tell us to eat fruits? Because fruits, let's know the differences. Fruits are for prevention and vegetables are for what? Vegetables for healing. So that's why. But after sin, God knew people would get sick, didn't he? So he added vegetables to their diet. Actually, vegetables were supposed to be for who? For the animals. I can imagine the elephant say, "Hey, to Mr. Joel, why are you eating my kale?" So, fruits for healing, vegetables for prevention. So if you eat those two, but not at the same time, Ellen G. White says that it will keep you healthy because they are for fruit for prevention. If you do not like to get a cold, you get fruit. But if you already got a cold, you get what? You get vegetables. But it's best to get both in case you are asymptomatic. Then the vegetables can heal you. But fruits, you must always eat fruits and vegetables, dear brothers and sisters. Why? Healthy. Be healthy. Excuse me. That's why. Mike, walk off. All right, now the audio is much better. Just now, my microphone is a good microphone because even though it's off, it's still on. Yeah, I don't think you understand because it's my microphone. If you have a microphone, probably understand. So, and God said, I say, see, God already knew what would make us a healthy diet. And that's a diet we still should continue today. Do you agree with us? That is the healthy diet everybody should be knowing. It's the best diet. Whatever God plans is the best because He knows everything. Imagine you listen to somebody who knows everything. You'll get full of wisdom in you. And He says, you eat this and you'll be healthy. You will be 10 times healthier. See what God says? Genesis 1:29. See, I have given you every herb, but what happens? Verse 18 and 19. What does it say? Both towards the tissue. This is after the temptation and after the fall of man, he said. Both toward the tissue, it shall bring forth for you, and you shall eat the herb of the field, and the sweat of your face you shall eat bread, till you return to the ground, for out of it you were taken, for dust you are, and to dust you shall return. That was God's punishment to man after sin. So that's why God, after sin, he said, and you shall eat it from the herb of the field. Why was that? Because he knew. But the people listened? No. Instead of what? They added meat. Now, meat is not the best diet people should eat. The best diet is God's already planned diet. He planned it about 6,000 years ago. Now, we should be following that diet. I am following that diet now. I do not eat eggs. I do not drink milk. I do not eat meat. No seafood. I do not eat cheese. I do not eat butter. All I have in my stomach, in my tummy, plant-based. I gotta get you understand the word. If you don't know what plant-based is called, I would probably call it vegan. Vegan diet. Plant-based diet. It's the best diet. God already planned that for us. See, how wonderful Earth would have been if we all listened to God's originally planned diet. What do you think about how would that be? That would be amazing. And he already gave us the nutrition and star waters, the new start for us. I think tomorrow we'll be talking about the new start. But if you just give me 1 second, I could find the bulletin. Next to my Bible was I have a big pile of paper that I cannot clean up. Too many papers to clean actually. You know me, I do not like to clean up. For me, if the house stays this way, it stays that way. See? Tomorrow, not that one. Tomorrow, I think we'll be talking about a healthy diet. I cannot tell all about the healthy diet, but it's best if you have a book counsel on diet and foods. It gives you a good counsel on how it is. See what it says on page 38. That's the original diet, MS 115 1903. See for now. Vegetables, fruits, and grains should compose our diet. Not an ounce of flesh meat should enter our stomachs. Eating of flesh is unnatural. We are to return to God's original purpose in creation of man. I saw something. It's interesting for us. See? It says there already. Not an ounce of flesh should be added into our diet. That is what God's original diet is. We should eat for the vegetables. Eating of the, and she even says in the book, eating of flesh is what? Unnatural. It's not natural for us. Meat diet is not a natural habit for us. It's added after the flood, but before the flood, nobody eats meat. And by the way, whatever goes around comes around. I would like to say this. I say that when you go to become a plant-based, who gets saved? Who's that? The animal. And who gets healthy? You. So you be nice to the animals, you get yourself get a reward. So that's what. You nice? Have you ever heard the wise saying? Whatever that goes around, it will come around. How many of you heard that saying? It's a true saying. I'm sure everybody knows the saying. Whatever goes around comes around. Whatever goes around, you be nice to the animal, what happens? You get a good reward. That's why. You want to be healthy? Plant-based. Why I call going green. I call it going green because the plant is green. So that's why you got the name. You go plants. That's the best way, friends. God's diet is always the best way that we should be eating. Because who planted? God. And God knows that. And from the beginning. If you have to eat meat, I tell you what, the best is not to eat meat. But if you still do not want to listen to advice, if you still want to eat meat, the ones that are not extremely bad, but it's still bad, are the plain ones. But both meat, clean and unclean, they are raised up in a very cruel way. They are they're raised up in a tight cage where no, it's like sandwich. And if you know how animals are killed, you don't want to eat them. I have a book about it. I'm sure it's all in my junk of papers because I haven't seen it for a long time. And probably an animal lover who was on the street gave it to me. I took the book, I read it. It's a really good book. It's a small little magazine, like you got a magazine. What the Bible says about the Sabbath is really a thin thing. The best diet and what makes a healthy lifestyle is not only a diet. It's included what? Exercise and water. You must have plenty of water in and out. I have a story I'd like to read to you. Well, I did not find the story, but here. This week I'm sharing an article from my friends at PETA. They're trying to make the world a better place for all living things. Maybe we might find something on their site that we do not quite agree with. Okay, listen here. A bucket of chicken wings translate into a big body count. Think about it. Erica has only 2 wings. If only all that problem was this easy. 736 million chickens are killed when they are just 6 to 7 weeks old. How many? How many? 736 million. Chickens should be friends, not food. Chickens are friendly, curious little birds who value their lives just as much as you value yours. And you know how you get an organic garden? Chickens in the backyard. Okay, did you know that chicken moms talk to their chicks even when their babies are still in the shell? When their chicks are born, their mom watches over them carefully, takes them under her wing to keep them safe, and teaches them all about life. But chickens on fried chicken farms never get to be loved by their moms. These birds' lives are awful and scary even before they are killed and cut up for food. Chickens raised for fried chicken are taken away from their family and stuffed into sheds with tens of thousands of other birds. Think of how scared you'd be if you were locked inside a crowded room with thousands of people you didn't know. How many of you were ever locked inside Costco with thousands of people? Let's say your mother was in the bathroom, your father was at work, she took you to Costco because she's a hot shopaholic. And you went and you wanna, and you went to it's a big place. I don't know what you call that. Trader Joe's, the large mall Trader Joe's is who I don't know what you call that kind of thing. And then let's say you were there, and then you just wonder. So many people coming in and out and they're lost. I ain't really like that. And tens of thousands of people. Now that let's say that's before COVID-19, because after COVID-19, oops. Achoo! Cover your nose! Well, one time when I sneezed outside, that's before COVID, cover your nose! But I didn't do anything to avoid trouble. Once they are fattened up, the birds are thrown into tiny crates and sent to the slaughterhouse. Some chickens fall off trucks and are left to die alongside the road. The fattened birds that make the slaughterhouse are killed when they are just 6 weeks old, still babies. Chicken raised in such harmful places are not healthy for you to eat either. You can get sick from the germs on these chickens. All chickens sold for food, either fried or fresh, are sold together in big tanks of dirty water that has blood and other filth in it before they are sold for meat. Bad diseases can come from eating these poor birds. Scientists who study chicken intelligence say that chickens are as smart as dogs or cats. They are formed friendship and remember each other. Some have lots of friends, others prefer to be by themselves. They love their families, want to spend time with them, and don't want to be eaten any more than you do. How many of you would like, if you were 6 weeks old and you were sent to the slaughterhouse, how many of you would like that? I would say that's disgusting. But when you think about yourself, don't be so selfish. Think about other living creatures that God has made, that given them the right to live, and you're killing them. What does the sixth commandment say? Thou shalt not kill people. No? Thou shalt not kill, which what? Anything that has life. And what does it have to do when you eat meat? You kill them. Now you're breaking God's sixth commandment. Now, but let's talk about exercise to give the chickens a rest from being scared of hearing all the killing of them. Let's talk about exercise. Exercise is important if you want to build strong, healthy muscles. I know that after I do more exercise, my muscles are going bigger. Well, and stronger too. So, exercise is very important for everybody of us. Everybody needs exercise. Now, can you imagine? You need to sleep early and wake up early. It's best for you to do exercise in the morning. I noticed chipmunks, they are sleeping right now. Well, the last time I saw the last chipmunk was together with the rabbit. That was around I think rabbits are sleeping right now or something. But I heard they're most likely at dusk and dawn. I forgot the name that it's called. They sleep early. Those animals. You know why? They do a lot of exercise. Exercise makes you tired and you want to sleep. To do a lot of exercise. Let me tell you, don't think you can sleep at midnight. No, that's not a good time. If you have children, they should be sleeping by 7 to 7:30 p.m. And you should be sleeping by 8 to 8:30 or 8:45. Why do you think that's a bit too early? 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock is the most I can give you. Otherwise, it has to be earlier. Now let me plan a healthy lifestyle schedule for everybody of you. Let's say 6 a.m. whole family wake up. 7 a.m. where we're going to. 6 to 6:30. If you want to try to be earlier, what would you say? If there's kids at 7. 5:30, 10 and a half hours. Devotion, half an hour, 6 o'clock. Breakfast, half an hour, 6:30. Now, you can go exercise half an hour to 7 o'clock. Then it's time for you to get home and catch the bus. Grab your backpack. Go to work, go to school. Let's say 3 p.m. Come back. Grab dinner. No, not that. Oops. I kicked my mic. Grab dinner, out. have dinner 5 p.m. Or let's say you go for a walk, come back 3 p.m. And then let's say you come back from work 2 p.m. too. Probably that's if you are a train operator or something. If you work, or if you are trained, or if you are news reporter, probably. So let's say you finish, then you can do a lot of exercise until 4:30 because it takes a while to fix dinner, right? 5 o'clock, eat dinner, rest. 7 o'clock for your kids. 8 o'clock is 8:30. I think I'll do 8:30 for you, though, to make you not feel like a kid. 8:30. Okay. Lights should be off at 8:30. You know what? Help it. And you know, we should be drinking how many cups of water today? 8. How many are you drinking? 4? If you say 4, that is not enough water. We should be drinking about 8 glasses of water each day. 8 glasses of water each day. If you can't take too much, you can do 6 or 7. But it's best that everybody should take 8 cups. Exercise is good for your bodies. It builds your muscle. And you know how much is exercise? Exercise is not just running on the treadmill. Exercise is when you go jogging, when you go running, walking, especially walking. When you go walking, walk a few miles probably, that's real exercise. Running on the treadmill is not actually a good exercise because the best exercise is what? Walking. I don't know why I say walking's the best. Basketball's not the best. What happens if the ball bounces in your head? Tennis is not the best. Probably you might pin. Let's say table tennis when you're going to do a spin. If you turn too hard, your wrist might break. It's not the best. Walking, nothing will hurt this. You got to walk slowly. You won't sprain an ankle. Now you cannot blame me. Let's say playing baseball. The baseball is real hard and it's flying to you. I'm trying to run the base, throw the racket. To throw the bat. It hits the catcher behind. And what else? Hockey is not the best. Bicycling is not the best. Well, I fell down a bicycle before many times. Sorry. Scooter is not the best. Motorcycle is not even I'm not even considering. Soccer is not the best because soccer might kick you. Are you telling me? I would not like to be kicked by a soccer ball. Football. Concussion. But walking, you can't get a concussion. Nothing will hit you. Right? Walking is nothing. No problem. Walking is a good walk. At least 2 times a day is best for you. Now, if it's snowing and you cannot walk, you can walk in your house like at least for an hour or something. Yeah. Or you can play badminton in the house, which is okay. Because I play badminton in the house. Exercise, best. And you need sleep. Everything. New start. Tomorrow, I'm not going to be using tomorrow's subject. But the best diet is coming from God's diet. God's original, God's plant-based original diet. All of us should be following his diet. The healthiest diet he had ever planned. How many of you would like to follow the new start? Please raise your hand. New starts include nutrition, exercise, water, sleep, temperance, air, rest, trust in God. Now, what does it mean by temperance? Well, if I say fruit and vegetables is good, that means you eat 10 bags of vegetables, 10 boxes of fruit. Is that good? 10 bags of vegetables, 10 boxes of fruit. Is that good? No. Let's say if I say nuts and grains are good. You mean you eat one bag of walnuts and a whole bag of rice? No. Too much of good things can make you sick too. We should not eat too much. That's what we call temperance. And too much water, that will also good too. Everything we must meet as temperance. Good things, temperance. Bad things, out. Garbage. My time is almost up. Actually, I'm trying to hit 60, but 40 is good enough. Well, probably give me 5 more minutes. 45. I prefer 45. Just everything I do is 45, 45, 45. So temperance is good. If you want to do something good things temperance, bad things nothing. If I say alcohol, nothing. Walking, temperance. You need a temperance in doing everything, even exercise, nutrition, and everything needs a temperance. So, where do you get good nutrition from? The best nutrition comes from a plant-based diet. And what you would call, say meat has nutrition, I think you're getting the wrong nutrition. Let's say if you have $100,000 Cadillac Escalade. I read a brand new Cadillac Escalade or another Lincoln Navigator, $102,000. That's if you add all the features inside. Dealer fees and all the other fees, probably would add up to $106,000. Chevrolet Suburban, brand new, expensive. So, if you have a very expensive car but you do not have good oil inside, can the car run? So if you have a body and you don't put good nutrition inside, will your body run? No. Oh, it looks like my time is running out. Before we end, we would like to kneel reverently and Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. We want to follow your original plant diet. Please help us to follow it. Please help us to know the new study well and help us to keep it. Forgive us if we broke any of what you said. Please. In Jesus' name. Thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe to the notification. God bless you. Oh, before you talk, I need to end the live stream.